Choose from over 25 chef-created recipes every week. Vegetarian, carb-smart, one-pan, family-friendly. It's all up to you. Soon there will be a HelloFresh box on your doorstep delivered contact-free. It'll be filled with fresh, pre-portioned ingredients sourced directly from growers and easy-to-follow recipe cards that in as little as 20 minutes will become restaurant-quality meals. Best of all, it's 28% cheaper than your local grocery store. And it just makes sense. You can relax because thanks to HelloFresh, giving yourself a break is back on the table. Go to HelloFresh.com/Bubba and use the code Bubba. Get 12 free meals, including free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com/Bubba. The code is Bubba. Or visit RickandBubba.com. Find a link under sponsors.
Space Expo is back and better than ever from April 13th through the 18th. It's not just an air show, it's everything aviation in 2021. And you don't want to miss it. Join fellow aviation enthusiasts as we watch mighty warbirds in flight, vintage bombers to modern fighter jets, and our headlining act, the Blue Angels, as they celebrate their 75th anniversary, where they'll unveil their newest Super Hornet. Watch the night sky gleam with our first ever amazing drone light show, aerobatic flyers, a fireworks display, and Wall of Fire. Our event takes place on 1,000 spacious outdoor acres at the Lakeland Linder International Airport, where you'll have a front row ticket to all the action at Sun and Fun's world-famous showcase of the past, present, and future of aviation. Children under 10 are free, so make plans to bring the whole family and experience 6 exciting days of the Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo. For ticket information and show schedules, visit us at flysnf.org.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
Oh, hey, Grandpa. Oh, hey, Grandpa. Hey, Grandpa.
Yes, buddy?
Can you take me fishing this weekend?
I'd love to.
Have you noticed a change in your hearing over the years? Missing the little things in life? Visit Beneficial Hearing in Ocala today. Their expert team of audiologists will make sure you never miss a moment. Call Beneficial Hearing today at 352-629-4418 or visit them online, beneficialhearing.com.
Friday, April 16th at 9 a.m., Elizabeth and Tonya, along with their partners Julie and Jen from the Early Learning Coalitions of Marion County, will be guests to tell us about developmental screenings, referrals, and who they are for. Resources for families in our communities. Bright Future starts with preparation now. And that is what the Early Learning Coalition does. Good beginnings equal great endings. We all benefit from that greatness. So be sure to tune in each Friday at 9 a.m. for early learning right here on The Source.
Do you have an awful-looking chip or crack in your car's windshield? Let K&K Glass fix it. K&K Glass is Florida's largest source for glass, and in our 27th year, we're serving more than 57 counties throughout the state of Florida. K&K Glass can repair or replace any windshield that falls victim to our busy roads and highways. K&K Glass always provides free estimates, free mobile service to you, and a nationwide warranty. With contact-free service options and a UV disinfection to sanitize your vehicle, when you think of glass, think K&K Glass. Visit us today at kkglass.com. That's kkglass.com.
It's tree planting time, and that means it's time to remind you of Bob Wine's great deal on trees. Take your pick from any tree in their huge stock, and then you get another tree just like it for half price. And that deal applies to all trees up to Bob Wine's famous jumbo trees. Simply said, you always buy one and get one at half price. Be sure to check the Super Doorbusters on great-looking Laura Pedalum. Not $8.99, but just $3.99. That truckload sale on roses continues. Knockouts just $24.99. Huge double red knockout roses only $69.99. And you'll find more azaleas than you've ever seen in one place, starting with the ever-blooming red ruffles, still just $3.99. Check all this week's deals at BobWinesCameliaGardens.net. That's Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens on Southeast 38th Street, daily till 4:30, Saturdays till 3:30, serving you in the same place for nearly 70 years.
Now you did it. Are you completely insane? He's back. He, who must not be named, the man The myth. The only guy in Ocala to eat his own weight in fried pickles. Twice. Now, you asked for it. Sorta. Live and in person, it's Tom Schmidt.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks as we wrap up hour number 3. It's been a pretty good show today. Had Galen Unall on. I got to turn your mic on, Joe.
That's if you want to hear me.
Yeah, had Galen Unall on with Life South.
Cut him short.
Walmart out in the villages is where the Bloodmobile is today.
Yep.
Then we had a very informative interview about beef, because I like beef. Beef's what's for dinner. Beef. Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I've got a 5-pound, those round cylinder ones, beef. It's sitting in my refrigerator. I got to get that, cut it in
5 pound increments.
One 5 pound increments. And you know what I do?
5 1 pound increments.
That's what I meant to say, yeah. And what I do is I put it in a Ziploc bag.
Yep.
But I make it flat. And
freeze it.
But it freezes flat better than a big hunk. But it starts to thaw. It cooks much better quicker.
It cooks quicker when it thaws because it's flat.
Right.
You go right in the pan and you just
Bam.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Bam.
So then we had
sauce.
We had Carol Ann Baldwin.
What?
Yeah, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin.
It's May 1st.
Right.
May 1st is the date.
Is that the first? It's the first Saturday of May.
May 1st. Yeah.
So
that's a special day for us here,
too. That's
nude
gardening day.
Yeah. So I got to be driving around with my binoculars.
Okay.
And
then Matt Gibbs just had Bob Hogan on talking about transmissions.
Transmission, yeah. Vroom.
The cars are so advanced now than they used to be.
Oh yeah.
Even you could work on cars back in the day.
They even make motorcycles that have automatic transmissions now.
That's the only way I'd be able to ride one.
That's called a scooter.
Yeah.
No, not really. There's some beauties out there. You just. Basically, all you're doing is sitting on it, turning the key. It starts up.
And then you just doing the ignition.
Then you got to put it in gear, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know how that works, but yeah. And it's still, I presume it still has a clutch or just the brake and put it in gear and then.
I guess it's just like an automatic. You just pop it in the gear and it goes
pop
like
it in gear
car.
and then with the throttle.
Yeah.
And you go.
Yeah, you get past certain RPM, it switches gears
automatically. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom.
Takes the guesswork out of everything except
but
keeping the bike upright.
No, that's the one thing. But the other thing is and that's a good question. We get somebody motorcycles in here, because when you ride a bike and you're coming up to a stoplight or whatever, if you have enough time, you downshift,
right,
which slows you down and you don't wear your brakes down.
Right.
With this, you're wearing your brakes down.
Probably go through brakes more.
You go through brakes. Yeah.
Hey, I got to give you this information. Have you gotten your COVID vaccine?
Yeah, double shot.
So you got the 2 shots. So
I'm
you're
all
either
set.
Moderna or Pfizer.
I got Pfizer.
Pfizer.
And I'm a card-carrying man, yes.
Well, good for you.
Thank you.
Because the U.S. now recommends that you stop using the Johnson & Johnson vaccine.
I heard that. Yeah, quick. That was bad, though.
They're recommending a pause in the administration of a single dose of Johnson & Johnson vaccines to investigate reports of potentially dangerous blood clots.
Yeah, one lady died, I think.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the Food and Drug Administration said they were investigating clots in 6 women that occurred days after the vaccination. The clots were observed along with reduced platelet counts, making the unusual treatment for blood clots, blood thinner hairpin, potentially dangerous.
Yeah.
More than 6.8 million doses of the J&J vaccine have been administered to U.S. U.S. federal distribution channels, including mass vaccination sites, will pause the use of J&J shots, and states and other providers are expected to follow.
That's it.
Now, the other 2 authorized vaccines, Moderna and Pfizer, not affected by this pause. Johnson & Johnson is pausing the use of Johnson & Johnson because of potential blood clots. That's It's not really good. I mean, some of these, and here's the thing. People think these things are approved drugs, and they're not. They have been approved for emergency use. They're still in the trial stage.
So, in other words, we're all guinea pigs.
Exactly. Yeah, 100%. But they're not people that, oh, no, there's been a vaccine approved. No, there has not. No. There's been vaccines approved for emergency use.
Like I told you before, after I got my shots, my vision improved with that third eye growing in there, no problem.
Well, there you go. And now, if I'm going to get my shot, I hope I can get the third arm so I can scratch my back easier. Grow right out of the back of my neck so I can just reach down and scratch my back.
You got to have a neck to grow out of.
Well, that's a good point. Good point.
We'll go shoulder blade.
Yeah, shoulder. Hey,
well, you can get it now. Anyone over 40.
So
18. Sorry, 18.
You are a widower.
Yes.
So that means he's available, ladies. I'm just telling you. If you need a guy that will take you on his motorcycle to an ice cream shop and sing karaoke to you, Joe is the guy. But there's a new study out.
Yeah.
That I don't even know why we did this study.
You did it. I didn't do it.
There's a study out.
Oh,
that
you
says
found it. I mean, yeah.
Most people lie about themselves on first dates.
That's a case of.
But they differ on what they lie about.
Oh,
men are most likely to lie about how wealthy they are. Typically bumping up their incomes by about 20%.
Oh yeah, they got to look like they're good. Yeah.
Men are also most likely to lie about previous relationships and how they ended.
Oh, well, it's never their fault.
And about their occupations.
Oh yeah, I used to be a lawyer.
Yeah. Women, they lie about their jobs, but they're more likely to lie about their age.
Age, yes.
Typically shaving 5 years off their actual age.
5 years is nothing. I can live with that. Depending on how they look.
Well, she's 22. I'm 17. See, that's a problem.
No. 23, 18 is okay.
But here's my problem with this study.
Yeah.
If you start every first date is a potential relationship.
Oh, yes.
So you're going to tell me most people start off every potential relationship with lies?
I hadn't, but I'm a different generation.
That doesn't make sense to me. I told Susan within a week of Susan and I dating.
You told her you were a what?
Week to 10 days of us dating,
Yeah.
she had the whole gamut of what she was up against.
I like the way you said up against, not sharing,
No,
up against.
She was up against it. And then she could make an informed decision on whether she wanted to get involved with this or not. Because
I like to get involved with this. What the heck are you, a machine?
Believe me, this human here comes with some baggage.
No, really? I would have never thought baggage. Hell, suitcases.
But I give that information right up because I think you have to be transparent like that to let the other person in this potential relationship that at the time is a potential relationship to know what they possibly are getting into.
There used to be a show called Baggage or Extra Baggage or something. Jerry Springer had it on.
Did he?
And basically, it's exactly what you said. And the guy and or girl, and then there was 3 prospective people that you can choose to go with, and they would say what
they all had baggage.
And there was like a different stage of baggage and how bad it was. You want to go? Yeah, no. And there was like at the end, she picked one guy or one girl, depending, And then he says, "Okay, now what's your final baggage?" And he read the baggage, or she read the baggage to the prospective date.
Right.
And then you could see the face on them go, and then, do you want to go out with him or not? No. No. Too much baggage.
When I was in my 20s, they found 3 dead bodies in my basement.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, I'm 35 and still living with my mom.
I am a 47-year-old male that has been the subject of 3 different Dateline episodes.
Yeah. Oh, I don't mind, and he doesn't mind, but there's only one there. Yes, we are.
So I'm going to give you some things you may not know.
Oh, that's a long list.
It is a long and distinguished list.
And though, of course, you got to be distinguished.
Did you know that brain chemicals that create romantic bliss fade in about 18 months?
Then what happens?
Then you realize you're stuck in a relationship.
Oh, no.
I did not know this, and I blow you've seen me.
Oh, I don't want to talk. Oh, no. Oh, gross.
It's not a pretty sight.
No, but you're doing the right way.
Because I do it 8 or 9 times in succession. And by the way, I don't hold it in. It comes out.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Because you don't want to blow your eardrums out or anything.
Right.
You can sneeze or blow your nose so hard it could cause you to have a stroke.
Yes.
I did not know that.
That one I knew.
That concerns me.
That's what I was watching you.
That concerns me.
That's why I said, Tom, slow down.
But I can't help it. It's just one of those things.
You keel over. You know what happens? I got to call 911 and tell them bring an extra guy.
Right. But
I couldn't lift you.
I did not realize you could have a stroke from blowing or sneezing, blowing your nose or sneezing too hard.
And if did you know this? You cannot sneeze with your eyes open.
No, you cannot. And when you sneeze, your heart skips a beat.
Yeah. So you skip 8 beats in a row.
Yeah. Just like that.
Yeah, I know. I watched you. And then I got to go get tissue because you're a mess.
This is a bad sign for you right here, what I'm about to tell you. I'm not saying anything derogatory about Joe.
Fancy words.
I'm just telling you what happens.
Everybody outside, listen.
Between the ages of 30 and 70.
Okay.
So you're still in that window.
Yeah, barely in that
year.
window. No less than a year.
Right. Your nose
keeps growing.
Will lengthen and widen.
Oh, yeah, it has.
By as much as 3/4 of an inch each way.
Yep. That's why I smell better.
You have a small nose, though.
No, I got a Roman nose. Roman's all over my face. I'm proud of my nose.
Somebody asked me one time, this about 3 or 4 years ago, and I've never told you this story, but I was working here at the time, and somebody goes, "You sure he's Italian?" I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "He doesn't have an Italian nose. He's got like a Greek nose or something."
Greek
I go, "No,
Jewish, yeah.
Oh, Jewish, yeah. So you sure he's Italian? Not Jewish?" I go, No. You don't understand. The Italians, there's some Italians. You look at their Greek, because of the Greek
heritage way back when.
You can get a honker as an Italian.
Oh, yeah. I knew one guy. Remember Jimmy Durante?
Oh, had a huge nose.
Right. Now, he wasn't Italian.
Right.
But I knew an Italian that made his nose look small.
Because Jimmy Durante had a big nose.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was his trademark.
Right.
This kind of thing. So, yeah.
But, yeah, it's the nose size has nothing to do with
And your feet don't stop growing.
And as after you die, your hair and nails still grow.
For 2 weeks.
Yeah. So, Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a little lesson I want to know about.
Yeah, too much information.
So you ready for this?
What?
24 monkeys.
Okay, 24 monkeys.
You always hear these stories about how they break out of their cages and get loose.
Oh, yeah,
into a zoo or something,
Yeah, or how about the monkeys around here, the ones from the Tarzan movie?
Well, that's what happened in Germany.
What happened?
24 monkeys broke out of their enclosements.
24 monkeys broke away.
Out of their enclosement at a zoo in Germany.
Yeah, and?
Took to the town square.
Oh, you're kidding me. Oh.
They were actually gathered up about 3 days after they broke loose. They were actually gathered up very easy once they were located. They were located in town square and gathered up without any kind of fanfare or argument. Mostly the zookeepers went and picked them up straight off the ground.
What did he get into? The vino?
No, they were sleeping in the sun. They were just stretched out in the sun on the lawn of the city complex there in Germany.
They didn't fight them.
No, they were just laid out in the sun. And when monkeys sleep in the sun, they get very relaxed and everything. So they just went and picked them. Were able to pick them right up. But that's got to be a little weird to see 24 monkeys just laying out on a courthouse lawn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just, I don't know.
What you doing? Lay down. I'd come to here. I'm going to stay right here. Do you have a banana?
Do you have a banana? So
it's amazing. Monkeys like bananas, but they like other things too.
Today's April 13th. 2 days before tax day, except tax day is extended.
Tomorrow to what?
May, I think, 15th or 17th.
Okay.
But I'm going to give you some birthdays for today.
It's not my birthday.
82 years old.
Well, it could be anybody.
Paulie. Paulie from Goodfellas.
Really?
Paul Sorvino. He was first on Law & Order, and then he played Paulie in Goodfellas.
Wow.
82 years old today.
Yeah, 82 young.
Tony Dow. There's a name you hadn't heard in a long time. You know who Tony Dow is? Come on, I know you know who he is.
Yeah.
Wally on Leave It to Beaver.
Oh, okay, thank you.
76 today.
Oh, I thought he was older than that. Okay.
76.
I seen Robin's Batman.
The Reverend Al Green,
I love
the blues musician.
Oh, yeah.
75 today. Ron Perlman, who played Hellboy, and he was in Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, the one with the cut the horns off and everything. Yeah.
71 today.
Oh, he's not that bad. I'm right behind him there.
Drummer Max Weinberger. You know who he is, right?
Yeah, I've heard of him.
He was on Late Night with Conan O'Brien.
Yeah.
He was the leader of the band for Conan.
Yeah.
It's not where he's known for, but that's what everybody says. Oh, he's a drummer, the leader of the band for Conan O'Brien. Oh, he's also the drummer for Bruce Springsteen's East Street Band.
That's all.
You know, that's all.
That's all. And?
He's 70 today. Mm-hmm. Carolina Ray, who was in Sabrina the Good Witch and The Biggest Loser, she is 57 today.
Oh.
Here's a kid. Remember Ricky Schroeder from Silver Spoons?
Oh, yeah.
And then he went on to play in NYPD Blue?
Uh-huh.
51 today.
Oh.
I remember him when I was a kid of like 11, 12 years old. He was in Silver Spoons. He was 7, 8 years old. Big show we were watching. Kelly Giddish, she plays Amanda Rollins on Law & Order SVU. She's the blonde from Georgia. It's on SVU.
42?
She is 41 today.
I was off by a year. What do you want?
So there's some Hollywood stars that are older today, April 30th. But Paul Sorvino is one of my favorite. And you know, he almost didn't take the role of Paulie in that movie. And you know, Paulie is the guy that is he's the head of the organization that Goodfellas is about. Oh, okay. Paulie's the one that said, you know, he goes to Henry Hill and goes, hey, you know that thing we talked about? You know anything about that thing? And he slaps him in the face. He says, Paulie was the guy. Remember, he said Paulie didn't have to talk to nobody. Paulie just sit in the backyard. People would whisper to him. He would talk to one guy. He didn't have to talk to nobody. Paul Sorvino, who had been on Law & Order, he was afraid to take the part because he didn't think he could be mean enough and have the exterior look where he could look like a terrible gangster. And he pulled it off. Remember that one scene? He hands Henry Hill's character, the Ray Liotta character. He hands him like $3,200 in cash. He goes, "Now, I got to turn my back on you." And he goes, "All my service. That's what it was worth. 3,200 lousy bucks." But yeah,
there's a guy around here, and he just did a movie. Came back from doing it in Texas. And he was cast as a mean biker or something, whatever. And you see the picture of him, and he looks mean. He's not at all. Right. Nice guy, but he looked, and it was just like, he has that look. Yeah.
Well, you know, when you watch Goodfellas, the movie Goodfellas, you know they used some of the guys that are extras in the movie that are sitting around in the yellow sweaters.
The real thing?
They're retired, real guys.
I said the real thing.
Yeah. Well, you know the guy that plays Paulie Walnuts in The Sopranos. He's the guy with the two-tone colored hair, the gray and the black hair and everything. What's his name? The actor that plays him.
Is it really slick hair way back?
No, it's wavy, but you know.
Wavy, okay.
Here we go. His real name is Peter Paul Gulatieri. He's a fictional character played by Tony Sirico. Tony Sirico is the actor.
Yeah.
Tony Sirico spent 12 years in federal prison because he was a wise guy. Now he's a big actor. And you know the guy I'm talking about, Joe. When I show you, you can see the picture all the way over there. You know the guy I'm talking about.
Oh, yes.
He was actually did federal time because he was a real gangster at one time.
Oh, my goodness. So he kind of was a consultant on set.
You know, he knew what he was doing. You know,
he knew what he was doing. Yeah.
How you doing? I'm doing good. You know, my favorite scene in all of Goodfellas, and now you know the movie Goodfellas.
Yes.
And to me, the movie goes Goodfellas, Godfather 1, Godfather 2. But I know some people go Godfather 1, Godfather 2, Goodfellas. Doesn't matter.
Whatever.
Those three in whatever order you want to put them in.
That's it, yeah.
My favorite scene is when Henry's going in. He goes, and then there's Big Tony. Hey, I took care of that thing you wanted me to take care of. Then there's Jimmy. Hey, I talked to that guy. And then there's Jimmy two times going out. Hey, because he said everything he says. I'm going to get the papers. Get the papers. You know. And you think about that, and I thought about when I was growing up, and I'd go up north, and I'd see cousins of mine and everything, and we'd go out to restaurants and everything, and you'd see guys like that.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
But you didn't think about who they were, but, you know, like, just in language. Hey, that thing you told me to take care of, I took care of that thing.
Yeah. Oh,
and the guy knew exactly what he was talking about because he'd only talked to that guy about taking care of one thing.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that person you told me to go see, I went and saw her. Yeah, I went and saw her. But it's that to me is one of the most authentic scenes in that movie, because it's just he's introducing you to his crew.
Yeah,
and he's they're not saying anything,
but they are,
and they're saying a ton.
Well, that's like men talk. They don't. They grunt.
Yeah,
we grunt. Yeah. How you doing? How you doing?
Yeah, Matt goes, how you doing? I go,
Yeah. You said it all right there. I understood every damn word you said. Yeah,
That means I'm here,
but I'm hurting. That's it.
So, but it's just that.
You get it done?
That movie did that for,
We say, You ask a woman, did you get, of course I did. I got that out. I went there, I did that. And it's all done now.
Yeah.
Our brain goes,
right.
We don't need all the information.
Certainly.
We know that we were supposed to pick up the present to go to this kid. Did you do it? Yeah. Not where you went, how much it cost, how long it took you, what color it is, who boxed it. We just want you to get it. Okay, we're done.
Then you get, because you're acting like that, that's how you get the death threats from the women.
You mean the eye?
No, the death threats.
What's the death threats?
How you doing? I'm fine.
Oh, those, yeah.
You okay? I'm good. Hey, I'm going to go play golf. Do you care? No, I don't care. Whatever.
Whatever. That's it.
That's the death threats.
Oh, yeah. If you don't know what's wrong, I'm not telling you.
No, honey, you look a little upset. Are you okay? No, I'm fine.
I'm fine.
I literally was like, no, but you don't look fine. No, I'm fine.
I'm fine.
So later I went, look, when I asked you if you were fine and everything, you weren't, were you? No, and I told you that. No, you didn't. You said you were fine.
We don't do sign language. Men are thick-headed. You got to tell us right off if you're fine.
I now know fine means death threat.
Death threat, yeah.
Hey, honey, can I get anything for you? No, I'm fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, what did I do?
I'm going to check the cupboard where the guns are stored and everything.
Honey, what did I do? If I got to tell you.
Yeah. No, I never asked that loaded question.
No, I got to tell you.
I do, though, every now and then. I'll my fiance will be in a less than stellar mood with me. And I'll go, I have no idea.
What I did.
But whatever I did.
I'm sorry.
If you tell me or not, it's up to you. I sincerely apologize. And then sometimes she'll go, other times she'll go, well, if you don't know what you did, what are you apologizing for? No, okay. Now we got a whole different set of.
Yeah, throw me a ladder, please. Somebody help me here. Yeah,
somebody throw me a rope, something. So
no. Do I get a lifeline to call?
No, you do not. No, you do not.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a fun day today, as usual.
Well, if you talk on mic, I can even hear you talk.
It's been a fun day today.
Yeah,
as usual, it's coming to an end.
Already?
I want to thank all my guests, Joe Martone, and everybody out there in the listening world for tuning in. We'll be back here tomorrow. Same source time, same source channel. Have a good morning.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Pride.
A meeting on Monday led by President Biden that featured legislators on both sides of the aisle received positive reviews.